Hello everybody, how's everyone day? Ame Gakita. Okay, just going to show you very bizarre and crazy news from Japan that I actually come across while doing live streaming. And actually it's so funny to the point that when you guys, if you guys are looking at the title way before I'm talking about anything, yeah, you guys are not looking wrong. Naked man arrested after buying underwear and stealing scooter. So basically it happened in Japan. I was like, dude, what the hell just happened? So basically apparently and assumingly that there is a person who commit a crime in Japan, and it can come with the most bizarre way where a naked man go to a convenience store, buy a naked drunk man, buy underwear first, nothing but an underwear, and then he go and steal a scooter, and then he returned to the same place, and he got arrested. And well, I mean, like apparently he was caught. He was arrested twice for being nudity, so it's kind of ridiculous. So apparently, as quoted in the news, it took place in the sunny Ayama Island, a remote archipelago that is closer to Taiwan than Japan, with the largest island being Ishigaki. At around 4 a.m. on September 8, a completely naked man who walked into a convenience store in Ishigaki City. He bought a pair of underwear and immediately put that on, and after making his purchase, he left the store and walked to a bicycle parking lot around 250 meters away. Then he stole a scooter and helmet. Then at 40:30 a.m., the same man returned to the same convenience store, still wearing nothing but his new underwear and wearing his stolen and riding his stolen scooter. Police picked him up there, and then after some questioning, arrested him for driving under the influence, as his blood alcohol content was found to be 4 times the legal limit. A subsequent investigation was launched, and he was arrested again on September 24 for public nudity and theft. So I end up I just can't. Okay, no, apparently that he don't remember what happened between the convenience store visit, and that he had no idea why was he naked at the time, and apparently that he managed to hotwire a scooter in that condition. So a lot of people was actually like, a lot of comment online was like, so where he did keep his money, where like, well, he was naked, so how did he have money on him? And why did he manage to buy underwear? It's like, is it just to cover his main private part? Well, he at least he managed to prioritize his main body part, and like maybe he want to do the Terminator time travel thing. Who knows? Maybe he was watching Terminator while drinking. There is so much going on. I don't even know to stop. It's just so funny. I mean, like, you guys have to understand that I was actually reading this last night, and I was like, dude, what the hell was I reading at the time? Okay, the one thing is that I actually got like a lot of things I want to put out there, and I really want to share to you guys. But a few things that a lot of people will be like, why do you go to a convenience store to buy underwear? Okay, in Japan, when it comes to convenience store, a lot of people is not aware that in Japan, convenience store is very convenient. It doesn't mean that it's like 7-Eleven where you can go and buy food, you can buy drink, you can buy maybe some snack. In Japan, when we call it convenience store, it's 本当にコンビニです. It's like, it's so convenient to the point that you can buy like literally almost anything that you can that you need at any time. So for example, in this case, if you want to buy clothes like t-shirt, pants, skirt, bra, underwear, stocking, yes, they do sell it. There is a small portion indicate in most convenience store they do sell that. Some even convenience store even sell pen, charger, all these things that if you still require them. So that's the reason why in Japan convenience store is very, very convenient, because they sell almost anything. But apparently this naked guy, while drunk and naked at that time, he managed to go into the convenience store with nothing on him, but maybe he managed to have some money on him. So the question is like, how did he, like, where did he keep his money on him? It's like, I'm gonna assume that he was holding on to his own wallet. But on the other hand, I was like, dude, if he doesn't have wallet on him, it would be like, where the hell did the money come from? So it's really amazing that he managed to walk nakedly, and that he was drunk assuming that he was drunk at the time, and that he was walking around naked, and he managed to go to a convenience store to buy underwear. He could and should have bought a t-shirt and pants, but instead he go, let's get the underwear, nothing but the underwear. It's just so ridiculous to the point I was like, what the hell was he thinking at the time? And he managed to hotwire a scooter and he managed to steal the scooter. So I was like, okay. So you guys have to imagine a Japanese naked old maybe I have no idea how old he is because there's no age indicator, but I'm just gonna assume he's an old man, that he managed to drive or ride a scooter in nothing but his underwear. And maybe with a helmet on top of his head. I don't know. I just got. I'm so sorry. I had a hard time recording this a few times before this. Is that I was like looking at the title and I was laughing throughout most of the video. I was like, it just got. But it's really something I really want to share to you guys to let you guys know that it's like a few points I will point out. It's like convenience store in Japan is like, yes, there is a lot of convenience thing. Like in Japan, when you want convenience stuff, it's really convenient. And that sometimes people in Japan do drink a lot. Like I have lived in Japan for 6 years, so I know that for sure number one is that convenience store is very convenient. But number two, the number of people who drink alcohol in Japan, like drinking as in water, is that if you guys think about how expensive alcohol is in Singapore, Singapore if you buy 1 can of the same alcohol as Japan, you can buy like 3 to 4 can of it in Japan. So basically 1 can of beer in Singapore costs around costs around, let's say, $4 or $5, but in Japan it costs like each can around $80 to $1. So for me, personally, like anyone who know me that I don't drink much, I still manage to buy alcohol to drink, like cocktail drink or highball drink, and drink it as normal, because the one thing is that it's very, very cheap. So is that one of the reasons why Japanese people love to drink alcohol? Well, maybe not. I don't know. But the thing is, right, because alcohol is really, really cheap in Japan, like one can is just only like a few, like 60 to 80 cents, in some place maybe $1 to $2, but it's still not expensive as compared to Singapore. So maybe in other country, maybe it's also that cheap. I'm not very sure. But because it is very cheap, so there is a lot that it's kind of like a hidden saying in Japan that people drinking alcohol as if it's water. It's true though. I mean, like there are a lot of people who, if they can drink a lot of alcohol, you can. I mean, like just go and take a look at the if you live in Japan, or maybe if you kind of like walk past Japan and you actually take a look at the trash day for cans only, you can basically see a lot of people throwing cans and like one whole big pack plastic, and inside is full of alcohol canned drinks to be exact. And even on bottle, you can just see a huge bottle of it. But it doesn't mean that all Japanese people love to drink a lot. No, it does not mean that. It's just that there is a lot of people who drink alcohol as if it's water. And in this case, I'm gonna assume that the Japanese man was drinking at a bit too much, because 4 time blood alcohol content is very dangerous, and that I'm gonna assume that he was actually very, very drunk to the point that he was actually in the most easy way I would say he's very marbled. But maybe he was like he couldn't think. Maybe he might was like fuwa kinda. But the one thing is that a lot of people will be like wondering why was he naked. I'm gonna assume this is just a theory that because it happened in September, it must be that when he was drinking, he feel like the weather is very, very hot, because a lot of people will be like, isn't August the hottest month in Japan? Yes, August is the hottest month, but it doesn't mean the month before and after, which is July and September, is not hot. It is still gonna be hot in September and July and September. The temperature is still average around 20 to, like, not at night time, but it's still around. It can be in the afternoon, it can still reach around 25 to 30. It's still very, very hot for average Japanese people. So even for me who live in Japan for 6 years, I can tell you guys one thing for sure is that even in September, when the temperature is around 24, 26, 27, the average Japanese people will still say, "Hatsui desu yo ne, hatsui, tenki ga hatsui na." Like, even if to me who live in Singapore with this kind of hot weather, it's is considered cooling, to the average Japanese people it's still considered hot. So I cannot assume that the person who was drinking at that time must be drinking too much to the point that he actually feel too hot. Because anyone who know that when you drink alcohol you have a false sense of feeling hot, and this guy, I gotta assume that he actually feel too hot that he actually he just removed his clothes, and that apparently he went to. I'm gonna assume that this apparently he maybe actually he go out to buy something, that he realized that he was naked and he decided to just buy the underwear first to cover up his main body part, and that after that he forgot that he only have enough. He was, I gonna assume that he was gonna buy more alcohol, but he forgot that he only got money to buy the underwear, so he buy the underwear, go and decide to go back because the place is maybe the place was too far, so he's like, okay, let's take a scooter. So he hotwired a scooter, and then he go back, take additional money, and then go back to the convenience store to buy the alcohol that he was missing out. We may kind of like, this is how my logical thinking that might be what happened, because he want to buy some alcohol, so that's the reason why maybe he got money to go and buy some underwear. But when in fact he was going to buy some beer, but and not buying underwear because he noticed he was naked. So yeah, maybe that's just why this is just a theory that I'm just just putting out for, but it's just so ridiculous. But who knows? I mean, like, if anyone asks me why do I share this kind of news, I don't share crime that easily, because a lot of crime in Japan tend to be under the murder or abuse, and it's not very nice personally. Like a lot of abuse, like child abuse or murder of parent, loved one, or someone. So it can be very hard to seek a lot. Like all people, like if you guys look at the number of crime in Japan, yeah, a lot of people say like crime in Japan is not high, but it doesn't mean there is no murder, there is no abuse in Japan. There is. But the thing is, right, this news just out of nowhere to the point that I decided to share. And in case anyone want to know when did this happen, it happened in September 20. But this news was posted on September 27th, and I only read this last night on 7th of October. So it's just a few like it's 10 days after that. But it's so ridiculous to the point that I was like, how the hell did I miss this news? But who knows? I mean, like, I just don't know. It's just so ridiculous to the point that I actually keep laughing even while I was trying to record it before this, and it just I don't know. Just write in the comment below, what do you guys think about this whole situation? What do you guys think about this? Like, what would you guys think that he was thinking at that time, and what maybe put out your theory on how did he keep his money, or how did he manage to have money on him. And don't forget to press the like button and subscribe button if you have not, so that you can follow me for more random chat, and we'll talk again in the next video live stream. With that being said, have a nice day, all night. Bye.